Holy, look at these patch notes. That is... Oh my god. Three whole ass pages. Holy fucking shit. Okay. Global changes. To perfectly sync with the massive gameplay changes introduced... Can I open this like in a... Yeah, okay, so I want to zoom in so you guys can actually read this. To perfectly sync up with the massive gameplay changes introduced this season, we've once again adjusted the efficiency of ultimate ability generation. This ensures the overall rhythm of combat remains stable and exciting, and the specific tweaks are... So, Vanguard and Duelists, 15% nerf to damage to like ult charge generated from damage. And Strategists actually had their healing reduced by 15% as well, but they've had their damage reduced by 20. So Strategists will never get their fucking ults off of just like doing damage. Like that is very, very punishing. Says for season 9, we're officially introducing a brand new type of health, regenerative shields. Here's how they work. Yeah, this is the green shields that flankers have. So like Rogue has green shields, Spider-Man has green shields.
Some bonds just can't be broken.
Yeah, a lot of the characters have green shields. And yeah, so basically what the green shields do is regenerative shields operate using the exact same logic as base health. Any mechanic that relies on base health, like percentage-based healing or percentage-based damage, will apply identically to regenerative shields. However, regenerative shields possess a powerful, unique property. If you manage to avoid taking any damage for 5 seconds, your shields will automatically begin regenerating, fully recovering all chargeable shield points over the next 5 seconds. For example, if you have 300 regenerative shield pool, it recovers at 60 per second. If you have 150, it recovers at 30. So after 5 seconds, no matter how much regenerative shields you have, they will recover fully. So it works a little bit better on tanks. Angela. Let's see. What's new for Angela? Asgard's premier assassin is trading raw vitality for recovering shields, letting her slip in and out of the fight with renewed grace. So pretty much almost every dive tank in the game has taken a hit to their base health. In return, they have half their health or more sometimes or less, I guess, be regenerative shields usually. So yeah, Angela now, instead of having how much health did Angela used to have? I want to say 650, right, or something like that. Angela now has 550. Was it 650? It was 650, right? Or 600. Wait, she had 550? Oh, she had 550 before. Oh, okay, so she was just strictly buffed. Oh, okay, so she was strictly buffed, right? Okay, I guess I'll say, like, for Cap here, reduce base health from 600 to 300, add 300 regenerative shield. Remove team up anchor bonus, so total health is 700. So yeah, Cap was actually nerfed. 100 less health is kind of, you know, a lot. But the thing with Cap now, if you think about it, is this character just doesn't need healing anymore. Like, yes, he's a little bit squishier. If you collapse on him, he's gonna die. But I want you guys to think about it this way, right? On Cap, you never need healing now. Because let's say, hypothetically speaking, I get dropped really, really low. It's gonna take a while because he's about to do like fuck all for damage. So I'm gonna just lose like pretty much all my health. He lost 50. Well, it says he lost. It says he lost 100. Okay, so hypothetically, let's say I get dropped really low, like I'm 75 health, right? I can just simply. Oh, I got shot again. I can just simply get legitimately 1 health back, and I will literally regen my whole health. Look at that. Literally my whole health without getting a single heal. So this character straight up doesn't need healing anymore. If you're running to your healers, you're probably trolling on this hero. You can straight up just set up a fucking tent in the enemy backline permanently and just get any health backs that might be like around that the area. You know what I mean? That is crazy. Like you don't need healing on this hero anymore. It's crazy. On a lot of the dive heroes, actually, you just get 1 health back and you have regenerative shields, so you just get like pretty much full health off of it. Okay, Penny. Penny lost 50 health, I guess. Yeah, like I guess she just has 50 less health. Who cares? Whatever, not a big change. Groot lost 150 health, which is kind of a big deal. Like he only has 700 health now instead of 800. Oh no, he does have a wait. Never mind, I'm fucking tweaking. It literally says increased health from 700 to 850 removed it. I'm fucking sorry. I'm really tired. I've been fucking streaming for like 10 hours. I'm just tired. It's like 5 a.m. right now. I might say something stupid. My bad. Anyway, Devil Dinosaur. Base health increased. Team up anchor. So basically health is unchanged because these two lines cancel each other out. Increased critical hit damage reduction from his passive from 50 to 60. So shooting him in the head, he's gonna take even less damage. Reduced ultimate energy gain for enemies damaging or allies healing Devil Dinosaur from 35 to 40. So he's even less of an appealing target to go for because you straight up do more damage, and when you're doing damage, you're getting less ult charge from shooting him. So yeah, pretty nice buff for Dino. The Sorcerer Supreme, okay, I'm not reading that. Increased base health from 575 to 650. Remove the team up anchor, 100 health. Increase shield value of Shielded Seraphim. And when Invis is selected, your shield is even bigger. So that's kind of a nice buff for Strange. His base shield is like 850. And then if I think most people are probably going to take Gamma. But you do have the option to take Invis. And if you do have Invis, your shield is 1,000 health. Which I don't think this hero has this hero ever had 1,000 heal fuck, oh my god, what am I saying? 1,000 health shield? I don't think so. This is the biggest it's ever been. So that's kind of big for Strange. But I guess with this season having a lot more damage, he probably is going to need it. Like every hero in the game does more damage because of like the crazy power creep from, you know, well, everyone getting 2 new abilities. So yeah, the power creep's kind of out of the ass this season. So it makes sense that he gets a little bit more shields to deal with it. Let's see. Next. Thor, slightly increase the travel distance of an uncharged quick cast Storm Surge. So that's like if you just tap this key, I guess. You go a little bit further. Increases damage of hammer throw from 45 to 50 on throw, and increases damage in return from 20 to 25. So that's 10 extra damage on the hammer. Bonus health provided upon hit from 50 to 75. I'm assuming this is the hammer, right? Not spending Thor Force. That's still like 100 or something. And reduce base health from 600 to 300. Add 300 regenerative shields. So that's also really big for like Thor is another tank that doesn't really need healing now because you can just get 1 health back and essentially be full health, which is really big. Like any tank that has gotten that has gotten massively buffed in my eyes. Let's see, Hulk as well. Increase heavy blow damage. That's just I think that's just his base M1 in Hulk form. His ult costs a little bit more. He lost 50 health, or no, yeah, he lost 50 health. So his health is gone from 750 to 700, but 300 of his health is regenerative shields, which again, in my opinion, it's pretty big buff. Again, that means that like if you really wanted to, like you can just go in the back line and just get fucking health backs, and you know, you pretty much don't really need healing. It is truly okay. Let's see. Increased bonus health. The thing. Increased bonus health cap provided by Stone Haymaker from 100 to 150. That's when you're punching. Slightly reduce the backswing animation when using clobbering time immediately following Battle Blitz or in Battle Leap. Okay, so like he's gonna probably feel less clunky. And slightly increase the vertical detection height of the anti-movement zone generated by at the end of Yancey's recharge to prevent launched enemies from unexpectedly being able to use their movement abilities. This is actually really big. So if you guys don't know, a lot of the mobile characters, when Thing would use Slam, since he knocks them up, he would actually often knock them up out of the zone, and you would just be able to escape freely. I've tested it with my friends. The zone, it is 10 meters vertically, which is really high. 10 meters is like, that's like this, right? It's even more than this. Like imagine this whole, like pretty much this whole fucking hallway. If the thing slams in the middle, this whole thing, this area is no fly zone. No fly zone. You drop it to the ground. You know what I mean? Completely crazy. Deadpool. They increased his single shot damage. That's just like just base guns from 34 to 36 standard, and from 39 to 40 upgraded. This is kind of a pretty nice change. I don't think this is gonna really change much for him. But who knows? Maybe with like, you know, the team up and stuff, you might actually end up feeling pretty great. I did notice when I played Tank Pool, like, by the way, the patch notes don't really tell the full story, right? These changes need to be considered with the fact that every character now has 2 new abilities, right? So they don't tell the full story. Like some character might have gotten nerfed, but actually they're buffed because they get like team ups. I noticed that Tank Pool, his team up, this Gamma Jump one doesn't actually do a lot of damage. But what makes it really nice is it kind of gets it gives you like a get out of jail free card, so you can like engage really deep, and then you can also just use it to like leave, which is how Tank Pool would probably use it. But you can also use it to engage. It's very versatile, and it's only a 15-second cooldown, so it's really nice for him. Okay, Rogue. Reduce the damage reduction provided by defensive stance from 60 to 65. Reduce the maximum bonus damage added to Southern Brawl with full energy from 90 to 75. And then they nerfed her base health by 75, but she has 225 health. Again, another hero that can just sort of take health packs and doesn't really need heals. So you'd probably think like, you look at that and you're like, oh yeah, Rogue is kind of like, she's got a nerf, right? Like a lot of her numbers are lower. But what you have to consider is that Rogue now permanently has Gambit team up. Like she can, even if Gambit isn't on your team, you have the Gambit team up. So this is just like massive buffs across the board for this hero. Even
well, look who's up to no good.
Yo, I just noticed the hella jiggle physics on this skin. What the fuck? Sorry. Hella jiggle physics. Jesus Christ. Anyway, yeah, so that hero definitely got like giga buffed. That's new, right? I swear that's new. I swear to God that's new. It has to be new. I'm sorry. Like what? Holy fuck. W90s. W game. I fucking love this Chungus game I play. Venom also has gotten like some of his health removed, but he has really, really strong team ups. Like both of them are very versatile. One restores his health when he presses his right click, and one of them gives him like a pretty much like a firing mode where he literally can't miss his shots. But he does a little bit less DPS, but like he can't miss. Makes his damage output very consistent. And yeah, he's really strong as well, in my opinion. Okay, let's see. Panther. He's still 275, but he's gotten 125 regenerative shields. It's pretty nice for him.
Wow, fancy
Duelist Deadpool was nerfed, but I will be so honest with you. Like, he lost a 5% damage buff, but I'll be so for real. I think this character is so fucking good because the only weakness he kind of had was the fact that his engage was really awkward because you needed to use, like, you needed to be near walls so you could use this double jump to kind of get into range of your dash, right? But now you can still do that, except at the end of your double jump, you can also do this, which makes your engagement distance just so much longer. And I feel like this is the best buff this character could have asked for. It also does like very like respectable damage. If I land on this bot, oh sorry, he's like, they're not full health, but it does pretty like it genuinely does respectable damage. So if I land on this bot's head, that's a lot. That's around 90 damage. That is a lot of fucking damage from one ability.
Looks like we've got.
Not to mention it can obviously be paired with the rest of his kit, where like I can just, you know, dash at the end of it, and now it's like even more. It's crazy. Like this I think Deadpool, like Duelist Deadpool, benefits from this Gambit team up by far the most. It is so nice on him. It's so nice. It makes the engage so much smoother. It really like completes his kit in my opinion. Okay, Cyclops. Scott was melting targets a bit too easily. We're dialing. Okay, but why am I reading that? I'm fucking tweaking. His mobility, both cooldowns have been nerfed. Like he has longer downtime, so it's easier to punish him. His single hit damage was nerfed drastically, and he lost the team up anchor bonus. So he does way less damage, and ricochet force damage has been reduced. But again, if we check his team ups, he has two new ones. The Gambit one is kind of bad unless you have Gambit, which you usually won't because that character's permaban, which only leaves him with the Phoenix one. And the Phoenix one, if it's not upgraded, makes it so like his E does more damage. So that's why it's probably nerfed, because it does around the same damage when you take into account that, you know, now it comes with a dot pretty much. I think most of the time you're gonna be taking that one on Cyclops. And yeah, it's actually really strong. If you have a Phoenix on your team, it's actually really strong because like this E basically doesn't even have a cooldown. Like rocking this like reduces the cooldown by so much. He's probably still going to feel really good next season. I don't know if he's going to be the best hit scan, but he's going to feel really strong. Elsa, this character, man. Let's talk about Elsa. So she's gotten some buffs, and you might think that this Helix Advance thing is a nerf. So it says, let's just read through. Increased double barrel blaster ammo capacity from 8 to 12. Okay, so she just has like sort of 50% more ammo. Kind of insane. When Devil Dinosaur selected, increased double barrel blaster individual pellet from 4.5 to 5. So if you take the other team up, the Devil Dino team up, you get a little bit more damage, which is nice. And then her dash cooldown was reduced. And you'd think this is a nerf, right? Because you'd be like, oh, at max stacks, Elsa has a 5-second cooldown. And you'd kind of be correct, except she has a new team up, the other team up that wasn't mentioned here, with Deadpool, where, so on top of getting, you know, that right click, which makes it do a little bit of dot damage and covers your screen with the annoying Deadpool shit, it actually increases her instinct cap to 4. which means that obviously at max stacks, Elsa, her cooldown now on her dash is 3 seconds. So I think that's gonna make this hero feel very, very strong. I think Elsa might end up being the best hit scan again because of this, you know. She's just going to be doing so much damage. Well, actually, I say that, but I haven't gone to the other really, really strong hit scan that I think. I have a pretty clear idea of who is going to be like the two like ultra S tier hit scan characters this patch. And I'll talk about the other one in a second when we get to her. But yeah, Elsa now basically has, because most people will probably be taking this team up. The other one also isn't bad. What the other one does is it makes it so your traps have like, so normally the traps are like, you know, you have to like literally run in them. But if you have the Dino team up, it makes the traps radius way bigger. So this could be really good against like, for example, like putting this on your backline when Spider-Man is diving, like getting caught by this as Spider-Man is usually certain death. So I do think this does have purpose, but you just got to consider that you will no longer have, it's bugged. I need to actually swap off of her. You won't have a, you know, a 4-second cooldown on your dash anymore. It's going to be 5 seconds, which I think is going to feel like significantly worse. Which is why I say I think most people will probably take the Deadpool one and call it a day. So Elsa is also another character that I think has benefited a lot from the team ups that she's gotten. She's going to be very strong, and yeah. Okay, Hawkeye. Yo, Hawkeye is like, y'all do not know how busted fucking Hawkeye is, man. So if you read these changes, you're like, increased damage of scaling of piercing arrow while charging through the maximum fully charged damage, though the maximum fully charged damage remains unchanged. Increased piercing arrow base projectile speed from 120 to 130, and its maximum projectile speed from 180 to 195. So you're like, you're probably looking at that and you're like, okay, well, that's not really that much of a change. He's probably still going to be bad, right? But he's gotten a new team up with Psylocke that actually changes his explosive arrows to something completely different, to basically like this shot. It's basically like shotgun arrows, right?
Was that my arrow?
They charge super fast. You don't even need like focus. They just charge, right? And they do a lot of damage. But that's not even the crazy part. Now the crazy part is how this interacts with his ult, right? So if you're in your ult, these charge instantly, and they do so much damage. They do so much damage, in fact, that you can actually kill Luna through her ultimate. And this is not to mention that this is only the rank 1 version of the ability. Now, if you happen to have Psylocke, who's another character in this patch who's very, very strong, in my opinion, that's going to transform your arrows into... Oh, I need to use the other ones. It's going to transform your arrows into explosive arrows, which basically don't really even need to be aimed. And they do even more damage, and they explode. So, yeah. This hero is absolutely silly. You can straight up kill through Luna ult. I think Hawkeye is one of the strongest heroes in this patch, just because of that one team up. The other one isn't very good. Everyone's gonna be taking this one just because the arrow that it gives you is just so strong. It is so unbelievably strong. As you can see, I can almost just straight up one shot. Like if I'm in someone's face, I can almost one shot a 250 health hero. Maybe I even can. I actually haven't tried like hitting everything in the head. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen often, but yeah, you have like, you can one shot a 250 health hero, and it's straight up insane in the ultimate. So Hawkeye is actually crazy. He's so strong. Hela, the goddess. Okay, fuck, I'm reading that again. Her M1 has been buffed a little bit, but that's because she lost the team up anchor bonus. I think this is still a net nerf. Pretty sure. I could be wrong though. And then they nerfed her fall off, or they buffed. I think they buffed her fall off. Yeah. So they buffed her damage a little bit. It's probably around basically the same as it was. She's gonna feel mostly the same. But her team ups, I think they're okay. They're not like crazy. This one heals you with your right clicks, and this one is kind of silly because it makes your ult a lot stronger, because every time you fire off an ult bullet, it spawns into more squid, which is kind of silly. But I don't know. I still think she's gonna be a little bit inconsistent, and she's also gotten a change, astral flock adjustment. She can freely fly during her pro mode. This comes with a hidden buff. You're still up? Yeah, bro. There's so much to cover, bro. I am like actually straight up talking like 10 seconds. This buff that Hela has gotten comes with a hidden buff Because at the end of her bird form, she gets momentum, which you can carry over and you can actually B-hop. Or, yeah, for some reason, hell, I can B-hop now. Yeah, you have momentum at the end of your bird. It's kind of funny. I think you actually get more if you cancel it early. Yeah, you can B-hop on Hela. Human Torch, he got nerfed a little bit. 5% damage nerf. Not too big of a deal.
Light the fuse, 'cause I'm ready
Because he
to
has
explode.
2 new team-ups that are really strong. One is like with Juby, where it does a little bit of damage.
Can't handle the heat.
It does even more damage if you have Juby, and it gives you bonus health. That one's nice. And the other one's with Storm, which is really fun.
For the day, a heat wave.
Same guy, yeah, pretty much. It's really fun because it lets you, when a Storm ults, instead of needing to be in your ult like before, here, I'll actually show it. When a Storm ults, I can throw my basic right clicks into the ultimate to transform her into the Firestorm. Which is so fun. Like before you needed to combine 2 ultimates, but now you can straight up just like, if I just throw my right click, see? As long as it's in Storm's area, it will transform into the Fire Tornado, which is kind of awesome. No, Lightbringer's not coming back. He's not coming back. He's very comfortable in his dead game, Deadlock. You know, the dead game. No, I'm just joking. Okay, what's the next one? Magic. Yeah, so Torch also, this is a second team up. It's kind of like an invis shift where it will pull people towards the middle and does pretty decent damage. It's alright. I think it's not bad. I think I like the Juby one a little bit more because this character likes to go in and this will just give you guaranteed damage when you're in. And especially, I feel like Jubilee is going to be kind of strong. If you actually have a Jubilee, it gives you bonus health, so it makes you tankier. Yeah, like you wouldn't want to play with my stupid ass Hulk. Oh, dude, Hulk is like, dude, I don't know. Every hero is crazy, man. Like every hero got like insane changes. It's so crazy. Yeah, there's something new for everybody this patch. Oh, Magic's been buffed to 275 health now, which is nice. She also has 2 good, like she has a strange team up, and she also has another one with the hood, which makes your portals have like 0 cool. It like spawns a little zone. And then in that zone, if you use your TP, it will spawn a demon and it'll also reduce the cooldown of your portal by like pretty much refreshing it almost. Diddy got like nerfed slightly, is 5% less damage, but it doesn't matter because again, he got a team up that is really nice, which actually like it's really interesting because it helps him extend his combos. And here I can just show it here.
Natasha hooked me up to take them down.
It's like he basically gains access to a new ability that lets him like slam his like chains, right, like this in front of himself. Yeah, I should show it again. It also like gives him like when you slam these chains, it gives you a righteous cross. So that's really nice for comboing. Basically, like he lost damage, but that ability is so good that it more than makes up for it. Cat, Black Cat, guys, we have to talk about Black Cat. It like. Black Cat is fucking crazy. This fortune buff that she's gotten is really nice and it helps her a lot. And she has a new team up. Like she doesn't have her second dash back, but it doesn't matter. So half her health is regenerative health. And she has a new team up. This one's not very good. It's with Panther. It basically it demands that you take some damage. And then when you take some damage, you can reactivate it to like basically knock enemies back and do a little bit of damage to them. It's not very good. The Spider-Man one is just infinitely better. Because the Spider-Man one, what it does is, number one, it gives you 2 charges of your hook. And it sort of changes how your hook works, where it makes it so your hook basically applies like a Spider-Man tracer on somebody. So if I hook them, you see this little icon on them? If I hit them, it's gonna proc that and do like a hell of a lot of extra damage. Which is really nice because it opens up a lot more opportunities for you to just straight up like delete people. Like you can just do a combo, like quite literally as simple as just hook, whip, dash, pursuit, and that's lethal now. And when you do it really fast, it looks like that, right? It's very, very strong. And you also have 2 charges, so you know your economy is going to be a lot better and your damage is going to be higher. It's just use the Spider-Man one. This team up actually makes this character really good. She's so lethal when she goes in, so lethal. And yeah, they nerfed her damage a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. Like who cares? It doesn't matter. Oh yeah, and her fortune cap is like 1200, which also really helps. But I think the biggest change that she's gotten, other than team up of course, is the fact that like the gambling has been buffed. So like on average you're gonna win more, which helps this hero a lot.
Let's make a deal.
because the problem was like her downtime was just too long, especially if you're unlucky.
What's improving?
Okay,
Let's make a deal.
I am kind of unlucky with the gambling, but anyway, you can gamble and on average you'll earn money. You have 2 hooks, so you should have less downtime this patch basically, because of you know, all the buffs that she's gotten. And obviously the cap being higher is so nice. Like being able to engage with 1200 money just makes it so you have so much more pressure when you go in. You can stay in longer, you can do more damage. It's really good. Oh, I'm gonna lose my voice by the end of this. How much more do I have? Oh fuck, there's like another whole ass motherfucking page, bro. Okay, anyway, let's get to the rest of them. Cat's really strong. That's my point. Oh yeah, wait, I actually forgot to talk. I only glanced over Panther, but I think Panther is another hero who's really strong because he has a team up. He has a team up with Storm. He basically gets like an unreactable combo where your dash doesn't even get consumed when you do it. It's like genuinely as fast as the combo, like the unreactable, the one with the double spear. Like you can just do like spear dash, team up dash, and it's so fucking quick that it might as well just be the unreactable. Except the difference is you can keep like chaining it, right? Like you can do that level of burst, and then it's AoE, so it marks more targets, and then you still have your spear, you still have your dash.
That's 3.
And then by the end, you'll probably get another spear, you know? And then if you stay really long and you somehow manage to, like, you know, be an absolute fucking menace, you might even get your team up back again. It's insane. This character is so good. Like, I genuinely feel like you can't really go wrong with any of the dive characters. Like, all of them are so good. Oh, and also, I'll briefly talk about Spider-Man, because he also, like, I don't know why it's not mentioned in the patch notes, but he also has 100 regenerative shields. It's not actually mentioned in the patch notes, which kind of sucks. And then he also has his symbiote team up back, but I have bad news because I think the Penny one is better in almost every single way. They hard buffed the Penny one, so the symbiote one, if you look at it, I don't even one shot, you know, 250 with the bread and butter. With it, it's a 15-second cooldown, and it gives you like CC immunity and damage reduction while you have it active. But as I said, I just feel like the Penny one is better because the Penny one is so versatile. So I'll just oh yeah, I mean, I guess I'll show. If you have Venom, it actually makes it do 50 damage, but you have to stay like, oh whoops, yeah, you have to stay near someone for the whole duration, right? Even then, it's just like, what is that? It's just inconsistent. The Venom one, it's nostalgic. I love it. It's great, but it's just worse. It's worse than the Penny one. The Penny one has been buffed. So normally, it would give you 50 health when you're when you clap, and then like if you let it expire, it would give you 50 health. Now you straight up get 50 health as soon as you clap. So you don't really have to pick between you don't have to pick between either the health or the damage.
They're headed our way.
So basically, the reason why it's so good is because now this team up does 50 damage, which, as you might know, makes it pretty much kind of the new Venom team up. Like, you can straight up just do, like, what you can do with it is, if you want, you can do, like, oh, what the hell? Oh, sorry. Yeah, you can do, like, wait, why is it not throwing it?
Stick 'em up.
Am I trolling? Let me make this one HP.
Oh, you went down pretty hard.
Yeah. I'm a little bit tired, so combo execution might... Oh, I have cooldowns off, that's why it's happening. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired. So yeah, you can just, like, pretty much kind of treat it as the Venom team up. As you see there, like, since it does 50 damage, essentially, what you can do... You can also throw it mid bread and butter. So, like... You can straight up make it do what the old Venom team up used to do, you know? Like, you just treat it as like, the old Venom team up. And it just allows you to one-shot with bread and butter. And also, you can use it like that. You obviously don't have to, but you can use it like that. It gives you 50 health. But you might be wondering now, since like you have the, you know, it gives you the shields. You might be wondering, what does it do if you let it expire? And what it does is it's also been buffed, where if you let it expire, it straight up gives you, like, it refunds your clusters fully, which is really nice. It's really nice. So you can either pick between damage or clusters based on the situation. It's really, really, really nice. I think the Penny team up is just straight up. As much as I love the Venom one, I think the Penny one is just simply better right now. At least in its current iteration, the Venom one is just too underpowered. You know, the only thing the Venom one has going for it is the fact that, you know, you have the damage reduction and the little bit of CC immunity. Other than that, it's just like, it's bad. Its regular version is bad. Its enhanced version is bad. Everything is bad. Now, I actually like all of this good stuff I talked about with the Spider-Man one. That was only the unenhanced version. If you actually manage to have Penny on your team, this team up gets even crazier because what it does is it makes it so every cluster you fire, it transforms into a nano cluster, and a nano cluster works identically to a normal cluster, except when you pop it, it gives you 40 bonus health,
Oh, you went down
which is really nice.
hard.
It makes you very tanky. It seems also the cap is 80. So if I pop 2 clusters and I pop my Penny team up, I'm essentially a 380 health Spider-Man, which is obviously really nice.
That's 3.
So yeah, I think the Penny team up, unfortunately, unupgraded, still better than Venom. If you have a Penny on your team, you're probably gonna feel like a god because holy shit, you're gonna be like so tanky, which is gonna allow you to stay in longer. It's going to allow you to combo people longer. So yeah, if you have a Penny duo, highly recommend getting one. That's going to be your best friend as Spider-Man. That's right. Our friendship has ended
Those are bad guys.
with Venom players. Now Penny players are our best friends. That's how it is. It's unfortunate. The Venom team up just sucks. I hate it, but it is what it is. All right, next character. Where did I stop? Yeah, Moon Knight, right? So Moon Knight has gotten a little bit of a buff, but then he's gotten a nerf. He uses a damage boost, like he's no longer an anchor. Overall, he's probably going to feel the same. He has like interesting team ups, I think. He has one where he can, with Elsa, where he can deploy a trap. And then when the trap is triggered, it basically rains down a Talon, like a little mini ult. And if you have a team up with Elsa, it just like basically triples the damage of it. So it'll rain down like 3 Talons, which is pretty cool. And then this one,
Out of the dark and into
this one's not bad. I think this one's pretty good. It allows you to essentially, it like phases you, right? So this is gonna be really good against dive because you're gonna basically disappear and then like reappear in a different place. This might throw off like dive heroes, which will definitely be up your ass. So I think you want this. Usually you're gonna want this team up, I think, because of just the anti-dive potential. I just think it's more useful than the Elsa trap one. But this one might be funny. It might be like cheesy. So yeah, you can pick whichever one you want. Punisher. Punisher damage has been reduced on both his shotgun and his main weapon, his rifle. But if you have Daredevil on your team, the damage is actually increased back to what it was. And Punisher is actually massively buffed this season by the fact that he has the infinite ammo buff from Season 0. Which, well, it's not infinite ammo if you don't have a rocket, but just on his own, being able to shoot this fast is like just an absolute massive buff for the Punisher. And the fact that you don't have to have a rocket player deploy it, you can do it yourself. You can choose when you want it. And yeah, if you have rocket, it just basically makes it so like you don't have to, like, you have infinite ammo for the duration. So yeah, it works with a shotgun as well. It works with a shotgun. So yeah, if I throw it down, yeah, works with a shotgun too. So that's Punisher. Phoenix. They removed her team up anchor bonus while only compensating her ult, which means Phoenix was nerfed pretty hard. And I think her team ups actually don't really help that much with restoring that power. I just think her Hela one is kind of good because it makes it so like the right click explodes in place and applies an anti-heal. And I think she no longer 2-taps 275, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she, like with double headshot, you no longer 2-tap 275. So Phoenix has actually been nerfed kind of hard. I think Phoenix is going to be one of the more underwhelming hit scans going into the next patch because her damage has just been gutted. She's definitely going to be left behind. There's going to be better options. Which is fine. I think that character's been really strong for a very long time, so it's okay if she sits it out a little bit. I think Cyclops is really strong still, and you know, Elsa.
In your opinion, Necrusi, as of right now, who is going to be your go-to bans?
I don't know. I'll figure that out later. Scarlet Witch. Dark Shield cannot be cast while Mystic Protection is active, though doing so will prematurely cancel it. What is Dark Seal? I actually don't know. Is that the... okay, it's the E, right? It's that. Okay. that is like a quality of life change. It's not like crazy. Is this range team up? No, it's the E. It's not crazy. This hero has 2 alright team ups. Like she has one with Strange and one with Juby, which makes her apply a vulnerability when she detonates her E, which is not bad. I think it's nice. It makes her do a bit of damage and also like apply a vulnerability. And then you have like the old Strange one, which is just, you know, except instead of activating it, it's just like strip transforms your right click and you have to charge it, kind of like you would normally.
Our foes have found us.
Oh my god, I need water. Holy fuck, I need water. Star-Lord. Peter Quill will have to... Oh, why am I reading that? Okay. He has 100 regenerative shields. And the bonus health from, like, doing his little flips has been removed. So you no longer gain those. Which is fine. This character's been really strong. And he has pretty good team-ups. He actually has... Straight up, one of his team-ups is... It's like the Rocket, the old Rocket team-up. Except... It's pretty much upgraded. Because... The way it works is... So it works like the Rocket one, where if I press, you know, C... Oh, sorry. If I press X, I think, I'm gonna actually teleport to the location. Same as the Rocket one. But the way in which this one's unique is if I die while it's up, it's a team up with Adam. If I die while it's up, it's actually also going to spawn me there. Like pretty much immediately after I die. And then it goes on a 2-minute cooldown. But you can still place the teleport again. So this is gonna help Star-Lord just be on the flank all the time. It's very, very strong. Alright, what's the next one? Storm. Wind Blade base damage from 55 to 60, remove team up anchor bonus. So yeah, pretty much gonna largely stay the same. I think Storm has some like interesting team ups. She can actually heal with the Jeff team up, which is kind of cool. Like, you can heal your team. It's not a lot of healing, but it's kind of, it's nice. And then she also has like the Jeff NATO as the, you know, upgraded one. And then the one with Thor is kind of interesting because it makes her able to headshot and it also makes her like attacks AoE. So then that's pretty cool. And then if you have Thor, it just transforms, like it basically makes it so her right click will like arc, kind of like Moon Knight. It will bounce between a target 2 times. All right, final page. Here we go. Psylocke. This character is crazy. They buffed her M1 damage. They gave her 100 regenerative shields. They made it so if Emma Frost is her partner, she will get 75 with her 75 health with her shurikens. What I want to say. Oh my god, I'm fucking tweaking. My brain is exploding. But let me actually see. Yeah, you get 75 if Emma is your partner, and then if you have Cloak and Dagger, it should be only 50. Yeah, it's only 50. Yeah, if Emma's your, and you're probably picking the Emma team up. Let me explain to you guys why. I think Psylocke will probably be the best DPS in the game next season. But, you know, Daredevil will also be kind of strong, and that character counters her, so he might keep her in check. But if Daredevil is banned, then Psylocke kind of has free reign over the lobby, in my opinion. The reason why this character is so good right now is because...
Here they come now.
The reason why she's so good is for whatever reason, number one, the devs have made it so that her team up button is a 20-second cooldown. I do believe it was 30 before. I could be wrong. But either case, it's absolutely not going to be 20 seconds.
Just as deadly as the real thing.
Because the reason why is I don't even need to have an ammo equipped. The devs have made it so that she regens her
Did that hurt?
let me actually go to a Groot here. The devs have made it. It was 25. Okay, yeah, something like that. I don't remember. So the devs have made it so that for whatever reason, your M1s also refund the team up. So essentially, if you're hitting a tank, you can pretty much have a 100% uptime on this thing, and it's kind of insane. That's what makes it like it's so strong. It adds so much damage to your burst, and not only that, if you have Emma on your team, you can also like swap positions with the clone, which lets you basically do something like this, right? It kind of lets you do like a risk-free engage with your ult. Like you can just send it out in the sky and then you can like blink to it and instantly ult, which means you can't get like frozen or something like that. And also, the clone is just straight up really good. Like as soon as you press it, it's going to instantly like dash, and it will mimic your attacks. And like, if I dash alongside with it, like how are you gonna know which one is me? Like this is insane. You're gonna be dead so fucking quickly, and this is gonna be up so often because again, as I said, the team up is affected by her passive. So she's just always gonna have this like pretty much every engage. So yeah, Psylocke is gonna be, in my opinion, probably the best DPS. Although I'm not sure. She's definitely gonna be like a very solid option. Definitely be like S+ tier. Really, really strong. Iron Man. Let's see. They actually nerfed Iron Man across the board. So 5 less damage, 5 less damage on this, 5 less damage on this, and 5% damage boost removed as well. And Unibeam nerfed as well. So damage nerfs across the board. You might be wondering why. Why would Iron Man, a hero that's already weak, get nerfed? And that's because he's gotten 2 new team ups, both of which are pretty good. But the more interesting of which being Gamma, the Gamma team up. So that's back. So basically when I press E, it's going to give me a bubble, and it's going to transform my attacks into a much stronger version of themselves where they do more damage. I don't know exactly how much more damage, but I'm going to assume it's going to be better than what it was at a baseline before. So yeah, you straight up get a bubble when you press your E. And normally his ult looks like this, right? But if you have Hulk on your team, your ult changes into this. So the ult will actually give you a Hulk shield. And I believe it's gonna buff its damage. It says here its radiation creates a damage increase while the projectile flies. That might only mean that like you're getting a Oh, okay, so it's only while it's flying past people, right? It's not the actual impact. It will do like a little bit more damage, right? This might make his ult genuinely pretty good, because I mean you can still nuke your team if like there's a mag, for example, but at least the mag can't kill you anymore. At least I think not. Or maybe he can. I don't know. The shield does expire kind of fast. You might still die. But yeah. Now, I think he's going to feel a lot better with this. Like Gamma, especially. Like Hulk is probably going to be a very popular hero, so you're going to have this like all the time. And his E will feel a little bit better. Like he'll do more damage, the explosion radius is bigger, and the Unibeam does more damage too. And then he also has one with Thor, but I think that one is not as interesting. To be honest, I don't even really understand what it does. But either case, I don't really care. Everyone's going to be using the Gamma one. Okay, so Strategist Deadpool got nerfed, 5% less healing, whatever, doesn't matter. This character, by the way, Strategist Deadpool, and Deadpool in general, every character in the game has gotten the, the ult charge nerf, but Deadpool this time around actually wasn't nerfed. I don't know why, but yeah, he wasn't nerfed. So they didn't increase his ult to like 70 or something like that. It's still 60. And yeah. They buffed Ultron's healing by a little bit, which is whatever, 5% good. Not bad. I swear he's gotten a nerf like last patch where his drones healed 35 and it went from 35 to 30 and now it's back to 35. They keep tweaking that number, but whatever. Adam actually has 275 health now, which is big. Okay, you need to stop, Iron Man.
I went electric before it was cool.
Okay, please stop. Adam is 275 now, and when he has Ultron as his partner, it increases his right-click capacity from 15 to 25, and his damage is reduced. The reason why he gets more capacity is because if you have Ultron as your partner, as Adam, it will actually transform your right-clicks to be able to heal. That's why you have more of them. It's not very good healing, but the reason why this team-up is actually really strong, and the reason why is that this healing, even though it might be low, actually counts as fully landing your right click. So if you fully land your right click on somebody, you will straight up like recharge an E. or like, you know, your snap heal. So that makes his healing. I think that straight up makes Adam probably viable in 2 support comps. It makes him really hard to kill. I noticed that a lot of the changes that NetEase has made in this patch actually aim to make the strategists that are typically not really viable in 2 support actually viable with all these new team ups. Yeah, it's a team up with Ultron, but I don't think the Ultron aspect actually really matters. If you have Ultron, it just basically makes it create an explosion, and the explosion is not really that good. So this one's kind of bad. Like, the reason why this team up is good is because the base effect lets you shoot your teammates with right click, which lets you charge your heal. So this makes him do it makes him output a lot more healing. That's why it's good. It's not like this actually is terrible healing. If you were to only spam this, you'd be doing barely any. Like, I probably can't even out heal these bots that are damaging these other bots, or I can, you know, hardly do it just because it's like, it's just so little healing. But it's just the fact that it refunds your E cooldown. That's why it's strong. Okay. Anyway, moving on. I mean, his other team up is like okay as well. It makes it so like, you know, this one's pretty self-explanatory. Explanatory. I don't even need to really show this one. It just makes it so your teammates linked by soul bond receive speed boost, and then if you have a storm, they also receive a damage boost. But once again, I think the Ultron one is just infinitely better, and everyone's probably going to use the Ultron one. Let's see, Invis. They buffed her healing a tiny bit, but she also lost a lot of healing. This is actually a significant nerf. One thing you guys will notice is that a lot of the support characters have, especially like, you know, the traditional heal bot ones, they've lost their healing anchor, and they were only maybe compensated on their primary if they were. Which means that almost every single defensive ult in the game will heal 15% less. Because that wasn't effective. Like, every support ult in the game has been nerfed by 15% more, or like whatever percentage, you know, their anchor was at the time. So for example, Invis ult is healing 15 less, Fox ult is healing 15 less, Gambit ult is healing 5% less, Mantis ult is healing 10% less, Rocket ult works differently, so it doesn't really work, and Luna heals 15% less as well. So and Cloak as well. So every single support in the game, they have silently nerfed every single ult in the game, because those ults would benefit from the 15% healing. Now they no longer exist, so it's been nerfed. But to be honest, a lot of the supports in the game have gotten really, really good team ups. Like, every single support will now be either more lethal or more survivable in neutral because their ults are weaker. So yeah, don't be too scared. It's still going to be fine. If anything, you're probably going to feel stronger. It's just the ults are weaker, which I think is fair, because the defensive ults in this game are like hella broken. But they'll still be good enough to cancel DPS ults while maybe dying if, you know, people actually properly focus you. I think that's fair. I think these changes for support are absolutely reasonable. You know, I'll be honest. I think they're really reasonable. They still do their job while being slightly weaker if people actually play properly, which is fair. So, okay. White Fox, she got a nerf to her blink. It is now 15 seconds instead of 12. Fair. That's a get out of jail free card. I think it's okay. Like, it's still going to be really strong. You're just going to have like a bigger window to be punished. Invis team ups. I guess I could show Invis team ups. She has a team up with Johnny and with Fantastic, which both of these team ups actually I really like. These are really cool team ups. So this one makes the shield, it makes it a bit stronger, and it makes the shield bigger, and I think it also makes it maybe heal more. No, it doesn't make it heal more, but it makes anybody that shoots through the shields do bonus damage. So if I put it on this bot, I don't know what the percentage damage increase is, but maybe we can kind of tell. So if I tag it and then he shoots and then I put this on, that's actually pretty decent. I think it's probably around like 15% if I had to guess, around 15%. So yeah, not a bad one. And then if you have Torch on your team, it's going to I also hope people don't hate me on YouTube for like not showing every single team up, because like then this video would like, it's already probably like over an hour. It's gonna be over an hour. It will be even longer. It makes, okay, so this makes the shield just bigger, and it makes it have like 100 more health, which is cool. Yeah, it makes it easier. Like it has good synergy because it makes it easier to damage boost the shield.
Needed a timeout.
To damage boost your allies or yourself
Shield.
when you're shooting through it. So that's pretty cool. White Fox, yeah, as I was saying, her ult has actually gotten buffed. She has 1200 health now instead of 900, which is awesome. So I guess that ult was kind of ass, so it's fair that it gets buffed. Now, the interesting change is Gambit has not really gotten any changes again. This hero, I swear, man, Gambit is just in like, he's just in permaban jail. Like, this character's like, at least for the ranks that I play in, like, I don't remember a lot. Like, I do see Gambit still, obviously, sometimes he's open, but like, whenever he's open, he's played, and whenever he's not played, it's because he's banned. Like, everybody always plays him, and I just think they should, like, maybe tone down his power a little bit. I still feel like maybe with all these changes to other characters, like maybe people will run him sometimes, but I don't think so. I still think that, you know, his ult is still really strong. And you know what's crazy? Like, he'll probably extra get banned this season because he has a disgusting team up with Rogue, which makes it so Rogue actually has, she's permanently locked.
This looks like
Shut up. She permanently has her like Gambit, you know, her team up state active, like just permanently. Like the team up with Rogue is so gross. It's so gross. And yeah, he also has a really good one with Deadpool where it makes it so like when he lands with that team up that I showed earlier, it will actually stun people. It's a really brief stun, but it's still very nice. And then I think he also has a team up with, I swear he has it with somebody else. I just forgot who now. I mean, I could search it here. It will actually show it, which is nice. Yeah, so he also has it with, yeah, with Cyclops. And with Wolverine. And all of them are really good. The one with Wolf is also really, really good when it's upgraded. Let me see what it exactly does. Yeah, he gets like continuous healing. Like, it makes Wolf even harder to kill. So he can just belligerently just run you down while, you know, he has damage reduction and insane healing. And he also has jump height. It's kind of like a little mini Gambit ult for him, basically. Very strong. So yeah, I don't know. I hope this character gets like toned back a bit. If he's still in permaban jail after this, we'll have to see. Like, the devs can monitor it. I just hope they free him, bro. Like, I think this character is really fun to play, but you know, you just never get to play him because he's permanently banned because the devs just refuse to make his ult a little bit weaker. But yeah, we'll see. I think like his ult will be actually, you know, now that I think about it, I think his ult is even stronger this patch because his ult wasn't really focused on the healing, which also hasn't been nerfed that hard because it's only 5%. So his ult is actually, if you think about it, his ult is even more broken because his ult makes, like, it buffs his whole team, and it, even before this patch, like, people would, you know, straight up kill through defensive ults with Gambit if everybody was just hitting the same target. It wasn't even that hard. You just need like two people hitting them and they'd probably die. Now that all the other supports have been nerfed and Gambit ult is still offensively as good as it is, like, as it was, what do you think that's gonna mean? Like, this character's pretty much just gonna be permaban still. Like, you're never gonna get to play him. He's just so strong. And he has like pretty good team ups like that. He actually has a team up with Juby that gives him essentially like basically like a Daredevil deflect, kind of, which is kind of funny. It's also really strong. And then he, like, so he has that one. His two team ups are really good because one of them is really good against poke, right? So if you're getting shot by poke, you can block their projectiles. And the other one is really strong with mag. It's really strong against dive. Because what you can do is you can throw down this bubble on the ground. This bubble heals you, and it creates this area that constantly pushes others out, right? Yeah, it will heal your allies as well. It's not a lot of healing, but it's pretty. It's like a cloak bubble. It's very strong. And then if you have mag, the area is just bigger. So you don't even really need mag, but it just makes it a little bit better. So yeah, I don't know. This character now has gotten 2 new tools that make him way harder to kill against the 2 most commonly played archetypes in the game. And with all the other changes, I just don't really expect Gambit to be freed from a bad jail. It's still gonna be really strong. Mantis, 10% less healing. That means her ult heals less. So now we can get to the other, the thing I was talking about earlier, where I think like the devs with the team ups have tried to make it so these characters that are typically a triple support characters, they made it so they can be played in duo support. So Mantis, it says here, when Starlord is selected as their team up partner, enhance the output of healing flower from 10 plus 2.5 to 15 plus 3. So her flowers will heal more. But that's not the only thing. Her team up with Starlord also makes it so her right click healing, when you cast it, like when you recast it on the same target that already has your buff, it will apply it to everybody around you as well. I don't know if it actually applies it to herself. No, it doesn't. But yeah. So it basically pulses AoE healing. And it's just like, it's essentially as if I'm applying my right click to everybody in this big circle. She's obviously really strong. She's going to be much better at healing teams. Especially, like, she's going to be much more viable in duo support. But it might be still really strong in triple. Because obviously it's just all her healing has just been made AoE. So we'll see. I don't know how it's going to look like after this patch. We'll have to see what the meta is. I have no idea. I just have a vague idea of which character is going to be really strong. And I think Mantis might be one of them. Okay, Rocket. He's got an interesting nerf this season. So basically the way his ult works now is it actually has like decay on its damage boost and healing effect. So if I'm close to the ult, I pretty much get the same effect as before. But if I go a little bit far, like if I go further than like 8 meters, I'm gonna get an actual like diminished effect. So it's gonna like, here, I'll try to put it really far away. So as you can see, from max distance, it fills up my health a lot slower. And it also like gives me less damage boost too. So in both aspects, it's been nerfed. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Rocket is a pretty strong hero. He has like a 60% win rate this season. He's very strong, very easy to play. I don't really like it when super easy to play heroes are meta. So I'm not too sad to see this change. I think it's probably good for the overall health of the game. But I still think you'll be fine. Oh, now I only just now realized that I actually did not look at Rocket's team ups. That is, I think, the only hero in the game that I actually didn't check the team ups for. So let's see. What team ups does he have? So he converts his right click into... Oh no, his left click.
That must be really humiliating.
Does this heal? Okay. Okay, so you can give people a little bit of bonus health. Interesting. So it makes him even better at healing. Alright, and what does it do when it's enhanced? Okay, he can just ride on Groot's shoulders. Okay, makes sense. And then he has a team up with Squirrel Girl. What does this one do? Directly picked up. Teammates receive burst of healing. Global cooldown reduction. Wait a minute, what?
Admit, I'm feeling a little squirrely.
Wait a minute, does that work on Rocket himself? That actually sounds really nice.
Rodents unite!
Oh, you can refund. Oh, that's actually really interesting. I like that. And it also works on itself. So you can give your teammates cooldown reduction when you throw out this team up. It does seem to have quite a long cooldown. Hard to say. I think most people will probably use this one, especially if you're healing oriented, but it doesn't seem too crazy to me. And if you have Squirrel Girl, what do you get? The maximum... Okay, so you just get, like, more of them. I would assume, like... Let me just change so my cooldowns refresh.
Gotta admit,
I would imagine 3. You get 3.
More bad
Yeah.
guys. Just what
You
we
probably
want.
get 3. I would imagine you get 3.
Rodents
Yeah.
unite!
Yeah, when you pick these up, it heals you and it gives you a bit of cooldown reduction. Pretty cool. Anyway, I think those team ups are kind of... they're not too impressive. Okay, anyway. Last two heroes, I really need to go to bed. Holy fuck, this definitely lasted over an hour. Luna Snow. So they removed her damage from number one idol. God bless. I think DPS Luna was a plague, and it was just not how the character is probably intended to be played. So I'm glad to see that going away. It's kind of like DPS Jeff. Like, I don't think devs really like it when supports play like that. So yeah, they dialed that back. Luna now has 20% damage when she's 20% healing when she self-flicks, which is cool, and increases the healing boost provided to an attached ally via idle aura from 35 to 40. So now she heals a little bit more, but here's the big thing: she lost 15% of the healing that she does, so she will actually heal less, and her ult will heal less as well. But once again, as I said, now it sounds like it's nerfs across the board, but you guys got to consider Luna Snow probably has one of the best team ups in the game, especially when it comes to just like raw survivability. So it's like the old Adam team up, except now it also tethers onto allies. And if you shoot to heal allies, you will restore your health. And if you shoot to damage enemies, you will also restore your health. So this is really strong. It's a very strong team up. And then if you have Adam on your team, just getting critical hits, like headshotting people, will like refund your the cooldown on your snowball and your clap. That's really strong. And then she also has a team up with Fox. Now you guys know if you're playing it like this is the current season, you know she can fire off a charm. I think it's pretty good. If you have Fox on your team, the charm will also like come back, so we'll hit twice, which is honestly very annoying. Yeah, it also works on teammates. You can do it twice. I think this is already really strong when it was only one, and now she has two. So yeah, I think both, you know, the Luna Snow team ups make her very difficult to kill. Like this character, her neutral got like way better, way better. Way better. Both the team ups are great choices just for surviving, and you know, the only thing that's actually weaker about her is like she does a little bit less healing. But I think that doesn't matter when she has access to, you know, new abilities that heal a lot. So overall, she's probably going to feel the same. Still going to be a very solid option. Okay, and then the final character, Cloak and Dagger. Increased Life Force Dagger direct healing. She basically got a compensation buff to her healing because she lost a 50% healing boost. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, just small changes to Cloak and Dagger. And I think her team-ups are actually quite okay. This one is pretty strong.
Get ready.
So this was gonna be really good against dive. She straight up has like, if you guys know, like Zhonya's from League, like you just freeze in place, you can't move, you can't act, and you just can't be touched. Like you're completely invulnerable. And then if you have Luna on your team, it's actually really strong because what it's gonna do, you can be healed by your allies, but if you have the team up if you have Luna active. It's kind of like Mei, I guess. Yeah, it's like Mei from Overwatch, which is a close thing. Yeah, she like freezes herself, and she will also heal herself to full while she's frozen. So yeah, that's very strong. Yeah, it's basically like Mei. I suppose that's a closer comparison. So yeah, and that's it. Oh, and then the other one is it's with Hood, but the Hood isn't out yet, so you can't get the enhanced effect. So it's probably not really worth taking it. But that one's kind of interesting because it transforms her like both her E. On Cloak and on Dagger. Oh, I need to actually turn off the cooldowns to be able... Like, you can stop it, and basically any healing that passes through this wall will heal less. Like, it will get affected by healing reduction. And Cloak can also stop his to make any damage that passes through this wall lesser. So, it's kind of cool. Like, it's a pretty cool team up. And then when it's enhanced... when it's enhanced, they're like bigger, but obviously Hood is not out, so that's it. Alright guys, that's the end. I've gone through all the changes, you know, like there's a lot, straight up like so many fucking pages of this shit, like oh my goodness. I just realized I didn't read out this one, but you know what, I don't really care. I'm too tired. And I went through all the changes, so yeah. That's a long ass fucking YouTube video, it's gonna be over a fucking hour. Fuck me, man.